Hey guys, okay, this is the first tutorial about how to do this filling system. Okay, cut the end off, you don't need that anymore, so throw it out. First thing as always, open up your EC ports and bend them out. Use these tweezers now to do that. Good, check your sensor to make sure it's okay. That one's dead, so I'm going to use another one now. Kind of annoying, isn't it? Okay, this one looks much better. Okay, cut the end off. Do not need that. Throw it out. Check your sensor again. Looking pretty good. Unscrew your screw terminals. Open them up. Okay. Get your 3D printed system going. Get your end. Feed it through. And my printer's going. Feed it through. Gently pull it through all the way. Place it in without touching too much. Push it down to the ground. Okay, you should see a really nice seal with the sensor there. Get your pre-made prongs. Put them into the holes. As you guys already know how to do this. Push them right in. Push them right in like so. Don't worry about it if that middle thing cracks off. That's just a support that I use to support it so that it can build that nice curve. Screw these in as hard as you can. Making sure they're nice and tight. The tighter they are, the more secure it all is. Okay, have a look around. Push down the cables a little bit so they're not touching the top of this little hole. Make sure the temperature sensor is roughly in the middle. First thing we do is we get the glue gun and see this hole down here where the cable is. We fill that hole up with glue. Make sure it's not pumping out air first, which this does quite often. Place it on and then pump out glue and you'll see it come right out of the hole. It means you've got enough. So we can stop doing that. Just lick it up with your hands. Wipe it on this little cloth that we've got there. Next step is to get the spacer here. And that spacer slides in to hold the board down as hard as we can. So the spacer slides in. It's a nice little hole that it slides in there. And you push it all the way down as hard as you can. And the purpose of the spacer is keep the board as hard as you can against the bottom of that base plate. So it's nice and pressurized so none of the glue comes out of that spacer, out of that hole there. And also the spacer also provides another function which we'll get to in a minute. Okay. Now, the process is to make some glue. So get a 20mm syringe, get your gum, give it a bit of a shake. I usually do the white one first for no reason really. The total amount of gum that you need is roughly around 10mm. So I usually put in about 6mm of each. 50-50 portions. Use the syringe so it's nice and easy for you to inject into the system. Okay, roughly 6mm each. Okay, get a stir. You have to stir it around and around, but also up and down like this, turning around. And do this as quickly as we can. Stuff to set in about a minute or so, so as quickly as you can. Wipe that stir bar off so it's good for the next use. Put your syringe in, turn it upside down, wait for a couple of seconds, take the nail out, press down till you see some coming out, and up and down a few times to make sure you get a bit more mixture going on. Okay, good. Get rid of the first couple of mil, it's probably not very well mixed. Grab your machine like this, and the first thing you want to do is put the syringe down in between the EC prongs and slowly pump it down. You want to do about 1 mil every couple of seconds. Okay, so you do like this, you'll start seeing it going down into the front section, which is where the EC prongs are. Yep. And then what you'll start to see is as you fill this up slowly and slowly but surely, you'll start to see the gum flow up and then up into this X section at the back here, and it does that via the bottom. So at the moment what you're feeding is you're feeding all the system through the bottoms, and you'll start to see gum come up through the bottom. And we keep on doing that now through this section. Just going to leave it flat for a while now and just topping it up, and it will start to spill out over into through the hole through that plate that we had. Just keep on giving it a little push every couple of seconds and continue to fill up. Okay, once the gum gets back to around the temperature sensor hole, I usually stop the syringe, which is about now, pull back on the syringe a little bit so it's not leaking, and then I just slowly move backwards and forwards with this. I slowly move backwards and forwards so that the gum slowly fills up all the spots. And when you move backwards like this, you can see finally some of the EC prings here, and it's getting coated nicely. And then when you move forward again, the opposite occurs. You should be able to see up here where the temperature sensor is and the cable is, making sure it's all nicely coated. You will have a little bit of dripping sometimes underneath here, which is fine as well. The gum is very flexible, so it doesn't matter if a little bit gets on your sensor. Don't try to get it off, just leave it there and then we'll be fine. Leave it flat for a couple of seconds. You should be able to see both the EC sensor holes and the temperature sensor holes if you're moving back and forwards a bit. Once you're at that point, just fill her up. Just fill her up each side, one at a time. Then I just get my prong that I cleaned out before, and I just poke it a little bit in most sides as I can, getting into the temperature sensor area just a little bit, and then up the cable area, not forcing it too hard, just a little bit, cleaning off any of the excess, filling up again, not overflowing it, make it hard to put the cap on. Any of the excess I just squirt out at this stage. I've reused this syringe about probably 20 times now. This is the first syringe I used, and there's no need to get a new syringe other than the fact that it's hard for me to read the labels now. If you want to make it useful for the next stop, just make sure it's got nothing in there and then just leave it to set. At this stage I just wipe off any of the excess, including this little ledge here that the top goes in. I'll show you that in a minute. And then we leave it for 10 minutes to set, and I'll come back.